The vast plurality of American teenagers claim to be searching for God and meaning. According to the most recent Pew Research poll, 63% of American teens are Christian, with 24% identifying as Catholic. Unfortunately, recently, many surveys and studies have stated that young people frequently cite intellectual reasons when asked what has prompted them to leave the church or lose confidence in it. Chief among these are the convictions that religion is opposed to science or that it cannot stand up to rational scrutiny. These concerns are crucial stumbling blocks to the acceptance of the faith among young people. French philosopher and theologian Jean-Luc Marion, member of the prestigious Académie Française, has claimed that these fears are misguided and echoes St. Augustine's thesis that if you can comprehend it, then it is not God.
The difficulty is that we do not understand what it means to understand or to know. God is absolutely unknowable. That's what St. Augustine meant when he said that if we think we can know God like a worldly thing, we are mistaken. Descartes also expressed a similar idea, and I believe that all serious philosophers have said the same. The problem is that we can know without understanding, and there's no paradox in that. The best example is intersubjective knowledge, knowing someone else, in a sense. Not only is it not understanding them, but it is realizing that if we did understand them, we would not have a fundamental interest in them. If I can understand the other person, they become an object. Why do people love animals? Because they can understand them. But if one loves someone specifically, they know them without necessarily understanding them. And that's why we can continue to love them. Well, it's the same for God.
In Rome on November the 8th at the Pontifical University of St. Aquinas, a public lecture was held by Ratzinger Prize winner Professor Jean-Luc Marion. The lecture, titled Going Around Metaphysics, was organized by the St. John Paul II Institute of Culture. Professor Marion addressed how we can access the sacramentality of the world and help the students and youth be drawn into the Christian story.
The question of Christianity is that we do not seek. In the Church, we do not seek Christianity. One becomes a Christian when one feels that they are sought by Christ. The problem is that we do not have to go shopping in the spirituality market, which is the current trend. There is a market, and Christianity is one of the products. Well, the Christian experience is not about buying spirituality, as one buys behavior or a car. It is the experience that through the Church, directly or indirectly outside the Church, one is called and wanted by Christ. So it's very different from the spirituality market. The spirituality market is always a question of personal comfort. People want personal development. Why not, even if they believe they have no soul? Why not buy religious culture, a religious orientation, as there are sexual orientations? That's not the question at all. The question is whether Christ has called me. That's it.
La question, c'est de savoir si le Christ m'a appelé.
Our current era places a premium on individualism and goes against the gospel message of not my will, but thy will be done. Professor Marion sees the world as having always been this way, and that one should have more hope.
Mais le monde a toujours été individuel.
But the world has always been individual. We imagine too much that our world is an exception. There are laws of the world of organized selfishness, of individualism, everyone for themselves. Finally, we are invited to the banquet by the great king, but we have business to attend to. We have our trade to conduct, and so on. Therefore, I do not believe that our century is absolutely unprecedented. The most powerful follow the same rules. That is to say, God is not important to them. That's why when God comes into the world, he is poorly received.
C'est pour ça que quand Dieu vient dans le monde, il est mal reçu.